Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a trip. Let's take a trip to an alternate reality. Let's take a voyage to a fantasy world where H.A. Goodman is now Bernie Sanders. This is 2016. The summer of 2016.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say one thing to everybody here. I was cheated by Debbie Wasserman Schultz, okay? And the $200 million that everyone gave to me, I'm going to find a way to make sure that you get all your hard-earned money back. And just to let you know, Democratic Party, Putin didn't write the emails. Debbie Wasserman and Madam Secretary, and all of them wrote those emails. And you said it was fair and neutral. Now, I'm a patient man, to quote The Godfather. I'm a patient man. But at a certain point, I have to, retaliate. And you cheated me. Now, I'm going to run again in 2020. Now, if you make me repeat this mishegas that Putin hacked the DNC to inform the country that I was cheated, thus giving Clinton the popular vote, but somehow miraculously swinging swing states because of Facebook ads. By the way, if you're watching the super chat for H.A. Badman, your support is greatly appreciated, either via super chat or Patreon. Anyway, number one, you cheated me. Number two, the Russians didn't cheat. You did, Democrats. Number three, if you cheat me again, you can rest assured that the Bernie supporters around the universe will never vote Democrat again. Number three, I'm running in 2020. And if you, develop an application on a phone application that suddenly gives my victory in Iowa to someone else, developed by Clinton Foundation officials or Clinton campaign officials, former Clinton campaign officials, they develop an app. You could have had a calculator. There's something called a calculator. Have you ever heard of a calculator? Okay. If you do those kind of malarkey, again, if you engage in the malarkey tour, you're going to get retribution like you've never seen again. Like you've never seen before. Just warning you. You want to get in the octagon with old Bernard, you're going to get Khabib'd. Don't do it. He would have, if he had simply done... Oh, and by the way, if you win the House of Representatives, if you do not pass a Medicare for All bill within 5 months, if you do not pass Green New Deal legislation, because the polar bears are about to live with human beings, if you do not pass... if you do not ban fracking, if you do not alleviate all the student loans, how many basket weaving courses can you possibly have? If you do not do all of these things, pass legislation, I don't know what to tell you. Not voting Democrat. Ladies and gentlemen, had Bernie Sanders done this, had Bernie Sanders stuck up for himself, like Trump does. Trump does not allow anyone to go after him without immediate and swift retribution and an immediate ultimatum. He did that with the Republican Party. He's done that with media. He's suing the Washington Post and New York Times. He goes after people. He has William Barr and John Durham now. And President Trump's going, Comey endorsed Biden, okay? You're not talking about unbiased people.
Comey, Strzok, McCabe, Clapper, Brennan, you look at their text messages, we're going to stop Trump. You look there on CNN, they're getting published by the Washington Post. The whole thing's a machine. Now, what did I tell you? Biden was going to pretty much end Bernie's campaign. Biden's up in Michigan now in polls. The big upcoming primary is Michigan. Now, Biden has, so I'm looking here, says he has 450 delegates to Sanders 376, Warren 48. Biden wins Tennessee, Texas, Massachusetts, Alabama, Arkansas, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Virginia. Okay, Bernie only won 4 states. And Biden, by the way, is at like 20% in California, so he's going to get a whole lot of delegates. With 46% reporting, Sanders at 30%, Bloomberg's at 17%. Why do you think Bloomberg went in? Why do you think Warren is still there? They're cheating Bernie Sanders again because he allowed them to do so. He allowed them to do so. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Matthew Wayne. Thank you, Matthew Wayne. Trump fights, and he sticks up for himself. And in life, you have to stick up for yourself. You cannot join an organization that tells you, you know what, you can be part of our group. Okay, you can be part of our organization, but there's just a little hazing involved. You have to jump off a cliff, parachute off a cliff. You have to jump into a shark-infested waters with chum. You have to jump through fiery hoops. You have to swim through the Everglades and survive alligators. You have to walk a mile barefoot with a bunch of rusty nails and tacks, making sure that you still you don't fall. You do all of these things. Bernie Sanders, they don't want Bernie Sanders. They never wanted Bernie Sanders. I learned the hard way. I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet, according to the Huffington Post, the unofficial scribe of Sanders' most hardcore voters. They don't want Bernie Sanders. President Trump is, you could say, the epitome or the standard or the vanguard of Republican ideals, or maybe conservative ideals, or maybe just what Republicans wish they could be. Bernie Sanders is not the epitome of what Democrats wish they could be. Bernie Sanders is not what they want. I used to think that Bernie Sanders was, if you distilled, if you got the essence of Democratic ideals, you would have Bernie Sanders. I used to think that that's the case. That's not the case. They do not want Bernie Sanders. They don't like Bernie Sanders. They already cheated Bernie Sanders, and instead of simply saying, you cheated me, he did not say that. UFO talk! Biden has cognitive decline, and Bernie is weak. Warren is like, yes, these are all the reasons that Hillary Clinton is going to be nominee. UFO talk, thank you. This is all true. Everything you said was true. Everything you said is true. They are right now, ladies and gentlemen, they are right now preparing, or I should say, Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee. Clinton will lose to Trump. William Soroyer, thank you. H.A., been with you since 2015. Nice hat. Go Blazers. Go Blazers, William. William, thank you so much. I have to say, William is a handful of people who've been with me from the beginning of this channel. Thank you, William. Greatly appreciated. Greatly, greatly appreciated. I was wearing button-down shirts, and I was speaking like this. Balsha 18! Balsha 18, thank you! William, and you remember in late 2015, like October, November, I was like, I'm voting for Bernie Sanders because, Bernie does this and that and this. It was all a charade, not on my part, but on Bernie's part, apparently. He just, within 2 seconds, endorsed Clinton. Oh, my God. Big Daddy! Thank you, Big Daddy. Big Daddy! Thank you. William, thank you so much for watching since 2015. Greatly appreciated. So, I'm going to give you, I've been a lifelong Democrat. I know the Democratic Party very well. Okay. Biden does not want to be president. Okay. Don't tell anyone. Don't, this is just between you and me. Between the 400 people here. Just you and me. Okay. Biden does not want to become president. He is simply running on behalf of Madam Secretary. Madam Secretary does not have to run anymore. They're smarter than Bernie's campaign, the media. Here's okay. Here's a question for everyone here. What's more lucrative? Losing with Clinton again or having Bernie Sanders win? Okay, which one is more lucrative? Bernie Sanders wins, taxes go up. They don't want to implement Medicare for all because they don't think it's feasible. It is not feasible, but let's say it is feasible. They don't want taxes to go up. It would be a monumental overhaul that would be riddled with major issues. The Democrats don't want to do that. They're selling a fantasy to funnel votes back into the Democratic Party. This is the insidious nature of that political party. They don't care about the ideals, the hopes, and dreams of their voters. They don't care. When Trump says he's going to do this, that, or this, he does it. Tariffs with China, he does it. Withdrawing Americans, he does it. Record low unemployment, he does it. Trump does it. When they're like, Medicare for all, man, Medicare for all, yeah, abolish student loans, yeah, we got to do that. They don't care. They utilize, there's zero passion within the Democratic Party. Trump, just listening to Trump make fun of people is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. There's more passion listening to Trump, talk about politics than... There's more passion. It's more enjoyable listening to Trump talk about politics than listening to comedians nowadays. UFO talk! The American appetite for socialism is very low. Praising Fidel Castro is a mistake. Bernie always has a niche support. Exactly. Well, he lost. Exactly. UFO talk. He lost Florida with that. He's definitely not going to win Florida and those delegates. Bernie's done. Bernie Sanders after today is done. Now, Bernie Sanders after today is done. In 2016, I know I have wonderful supporters and viewers who disagree with me. That's fine. In 2016, the caveat is thank God he didn't win. I'm glad that Trump won. Thank God Trump won. Because we have record low unemployment, 5 million people lifted out of poverty, withdrawing Americans from regions of conflict. He's addressing the $400 billion trade imbalance. We have a GDP up. We have 6 million jobs created in 3 years compared to 8.9 million in 8 years. These are the issues that why Trump is a lot better than Bernie would have ever been. But we didn't know all of this. In 2016, Bernie Sanders had a much better message than Hillary Clinton. Much better message. And the Democrats said, well, we're going to lose with Clinton or we're going to win with Clinton. NPR quoted me. I said Clinton was unelectable, and she was. Now, if you look at the delegate tracker right here, Biden has 450. Sanders has 376. You combine he'll end up with closer to 1,000 than Bernie or whatever. Bernie might end up with more delegates than Biden. I don't think he will, but let's say he does. It still doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he won't get more than 50% of the delegates. Okay? And they'll ensure that. They'll make sure of that. And Biden is, look, 35% reporting. Biden's at 21%. Bernie's at 30%. Look, ladies and gentlemen, it's their political party. It's Clinton's party. You know what? I think that Trump, looking back, had a better message than Bernie. I agree with you. I'm just saying, at that point right now, Democrats would rather lose with Clinton 1,000 times than win with Bernie 1,000 times. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying. And I have how many people watching? Thank goodness, 459. Let me ask you this. Would you run for president and lose 2, 3, 4 times and make $20 million, $30 million? You run for president like Hillary Clinton in 2020. She will be the nominee. You lose again, big deal. You know how much she could simply charge for a speech, which already they already made $153 million in speaking engagements since 2002 or 2003, according to CNN. That was like up to 2015 numbers. If you watching right now, you watching right now, you run for president and lose to the eventual president, you win your party's nomination. You watching right now. You know how many organizations, how many companies, how many groups are going to want, universities are going to want you to speak? You know how much money you could make? Millions just from speaking for an hour. And they pay for your travel. And they pay for your hotel. And they pay for your dinners. And they pay. You're not going to run for office and lose? If you lose and make money, if it's more lucrative to lose, why would you win? Democrats, they make enormous sums of money losing. They don't care. They blamed Russia for 3 years because of corrupt intelligence officials who fabricated everything. Just like the Bay of Pigs, Gulf of Tonkin, they're wrong or they fabricate. It's one or the other. Very rarely is this a wonderful intelligence community right on anything. Tell me where they've protected the country from a calamity. Tell me. I would love to hear how they protected us from some grandiose catastrophe or calamity. It's always, gosh, we tried, it's just too bad. Gosh, it's just too bad, So, So, it's like, it's kind of like, you gotta ask yourself, if you can't start a business, you can't work in some kind of trade, you can't find some kind of income, but you can promise a lot of things and you're a good actor and you're a good speaker and you like to shake people's hands and you're amiable, or you have some kind of, you can present some kind of, you have some kind of competitive advantage, like Bubba Bill, then you could be a politician, and in the Democratic Party, you can actually make millions upon millions. It's think about it. You have a campaign. Your campaign in the you win a seat in the House of Representatives in an important district in California or New York or Texas. Every bank CEO, every car dealership owner, every the owners of the sports teams, they know who you are. They want to talk to you. They're at your fundraisers. They want some kind of inside scoop, or they want some kind of help with legislation that would help them in their business. Every CEO of a major corporation is going to talk to you. And it doesn't have to be written in stone. Hey, you will do this for me, and you will give me a loan, and you will help me, and you will do this. And it's just, hey, how you doing? Good. Okay, all right, yeah. Well, and then you network. Oh, I know this person. Okay, yeah. Let me give you that person's number. Whatever. It is a networking scam. Hillary Clinton is going to be nominee because nobody networks better than both Bill and Hillary. There's not a person on there are not two people. There is not a couple on the planet. Oh, let me just tell you something. Nobody networks more than me. You see, I love to press flesh. I love to just take a person by the hand and say, how you doing? My name is Bill. I feel your pain. And I can feel a lot more if you want. Okay, this is my wife, Secretary of State, Madam Secretary. And I got to tell you something. I just think that, what can I tell you? I just want the best for our country. Let me shake your hand again. Look you in the eye and tell you how much I truly care for you. By the way, do you know the CEO of this corporation? It's a game. The whole thing is a game. The whole thing is a game. Jane, it's true. Andrew, hello. That's the way Bill works. And, honestly, I can't blame him. Can you imagine going to a nice dinner party? The nice drinks, the food, the hors d'oeuvres. Can you imagine? Oh, my goodness. This chicken is to die for. Oh, my goodness. What is this? A croque monsieur? Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness. Have you been to the sushi bar? It's so great. Hey, my name's Bill. Oh, yeah. You know what? Fill me up. I'll take a martini. Shaken, not stirred. Oh, yeah. Doing it good. Yeah, everyone loves me. I'm with all the Hollywood celebrities. Eating good food and drinking good liquor. That's what I'm saying. No, the alcohol. Hey, what a good life. What a good life. What a good life it is to be a politician. Come on. What a great life. I don't blame Hillary Clinton. At this point right now, I have more respect for Hillary Clinton than I do Bernie Sanders. I want to know who my adversaries are. Tommy! $2 for 5 or 4 years. Yes! Tell me. Thank you. Candy Weber! I watched a movie and came back. Did Biden win the Senate seat yet?
Yes. Yes, Kendi Weber. Yes. Oh, Kendi Weber, thank you.
Hey, what's your name? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I just hanging out with Leonardo DiCaprio and all the wonderful celebrities. Isn't this a great dinner party? Yeah, I know. My wife, this is 2035, and she's lost about eight elections in a row. But it really doesn't matter because we just get the best dinner parties. It doesn't matter if you lose if you're a politician on that grand of a scale. That's why Mitt Romney's like, my hair is wonderful. Look at my hair. Coiffed. Not like H.A. Badman with all his beanies. Look at my hair. I'm Mitt Romney. I'm a good Republican. I'm not like Trump that insults people and denigrates people. I drink milk. Trump eats cheeseburgers. Trump has a spray tan. If I have a tan, I put my dog on the roof of my car and we drive about 15 hours. And I'll tell you, Spot, he just loves the top roof of my car. Very humane, very humane. And everyone loves Mitt Romney. Good Republican. I lost to President Obama, but I'm going to run again. And once this country is rid of Trump, the orange, spray-tanned menace, they'll have a wholesome, good Republican again. And Mitt Romney, me. And then he'll lose again. And then it's if he runs for president, it doesn't matter. Candace! Thank you, Candace. Thank you so much. Thank you, Candace. Thank you. Boxer Poor Savra, thank you. Candace, thank you. Mitt Romney is running again. Candace, thank you. Candace, thank you. Mitt Romney is going to run again. Why do you think Mitt Romney is going to run again? Why do you think Mitt Romney is going to run again? For the same reason that Biden is helping Clinton. For the same reason that Clinton's going to be nominee. Because it's a racket. It's like, it's like Biden, he won 9 states and he stands for nothing. And it's like horrendous. It's like horrendous listening to Biden. Look. Biden didn't even try. Like Bernie Sanders, to his credit, whatever the credit is, he believes, even a lot of the things that he believes is not feasible. But you have to at least say, yeah, he believes, this is what he believes. Okay? Biden doesn't even believe what he believes. Yeah. Hey, man. I got 9 states, man. Alabama, Arkansas, Massachusetts, Minnesota, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas. What's up? I won Texas, man. Virginia, North Carolina, Oklahoma, North Carolina. He won. Bernie won 4 states. And, like, right now, Joe Biden's, like, has 21% of the vote. And I don't know what Bloomberg did. Biden would be easily defeating Bernie Sanders in California. But why did Mini Mike even run? I'm reading some of the segments. Oh my God. Can I tell you something? I love doing this. I love my YouTube channels and my writing, but it would be nice to be like, "Hey, Batman, hi, how are you? I'm a congressman." Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, congressman. Now I moved to Texas. How you doing? Good. No, I'm a Democrat now. Yeah. No, totally. Wait, you're CEO of a major corporation? Yeah. Oh, yeah, no problem. Well, if you want to help out my campaign, of course, I have to take into account your interests. You're having a company corporation fantastic gala at the most expensive hotel. I'll be there. Yeah. You need me to speak? My pleasure. How much? My minimum was $10,000 for 2 hours. $5,000? No problem. For you, because I care about you, it'll be $5,000 for 2 hours of speaking. Of course, I do expect you to pay for my hotel room there. Yeah. Fantastic. Where is it? The most expensive hotel on the planet? Okay. Yeah. No problem. I'm A.J. Batman, the politician. I will help the American people and you. That's why the whole thing is like, Kurt Leonard! Breaking: Trump has more primary votes than all Democratic candidates combined on Super Tuesday. Is that true? I love the fact that people are trying, like, was it Bill Weld? Somebody's trying to primary Trump, which is hilarious. It was hilarious. I talked to one of my buddies who's like a lifelong Democrat. He's like, well, they're not even trying to run against Trump. It's not fair. It's just like the DNC bills. Like, it's not, All right, let's see here. So basically, California is still, and not only that, ladies and gentlemen, you have March 10th, Idaho, Michigan has 125. Mississippi, Missouri will go to Biden. Washington, that could go to Bernie. But you have Mississippi and Missouri. North Dakota could go to Bernie. That's only 14. But Idaho could. But Michigan, you're looking at Biden will just, easily win. And March 17th, you have Arizona, Florida. This is when Bernie is like completely done. Florida is not going to vote Bernie after what he said. And Florida's like a hardcore Democratic Party machine. Illinois? Hello? President Obama? Clinton? Ohio? Bernie's like completely obliterated on March 17th. Then you have Georgia. It's done. Then April 28th, New York's going to go to Biden. Pennsylvania. It's like, Biden won Massachusetts. So, it's pretty much done. William! Hillary and Trump both unknowingly paid Mike to run. Well, Clinton might have knowingly paid. Red Shield! How's it going? Red Shield, thank you. Thank you. William Robinson, thank you. Red Shield, thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's this is pretty much the end of Bernie's campaign, and I got to give it up to Clinton. I want honesty and treachery. If you're going to be treacherous, I want honesty. I would rather know who my adversaries are than not know the truth about my friends. Bernie Sanders talks a big game. Oh, he's so for the people. But at the end of the day, he regurgitates anything that James Clapper or Brennan, any of the nonsense that they fabricate. You're not going to fight the 1% that way. You have Bloomberg, then you say 2 billionaires. This is the epitome of the Democratic Party. You have two billionaires running, and Bernie's platforms are going to fight the 1%. It's like, no, you're not going to fight any 1%. You didn't even have the audacity to say, you didn't even have the chutzpah, the courage to say that you were cheated. How about saying you were cheated, Bernie? Let's start there. We'll start with baby steps, small little steps. Say it slowly. I was cheated. I don't know if I can say it. Say it again, slowly. Deborah Wasserman Schultz cheated. No, I can't do it. Why can't you do it? Just say it. It happened. It was the Russians. No, it wasn't. You know that. You know it's not that case. That's not the case. Just be honest with yourself. Just say it so everyone can hear it so you could fight the 1%.
I don't know if I could do it. Debbie Wasserman Schultz and the Democrats and Clinton cheated me.
Doesn't that feel good? Huh? Doesn't that feel good?
I feel so good.
And then you could have started from there. But no. Shireen Bernard. We're in a simulation, loving every moment of it. Yes. We are in a simulation. Exactly. Shireen Bernard. We are in a simulation. It's the Matrix. Well, Democrats are in the Matrix. Democrats are in the simulation. Thank you, Shireen. Great name, by the way. Love the name Shireen. Great name. Thank you, Shireen Barnard. Thank you. Cat, Pop, and Bob Anderson. Thank you. Not your problem. Thank you, Pierre Delecto. Pierre Delecto. Pierre Delecto.
I'm Pierre Delecto. Shireen, thank you. I'm Pierre Delecto, commonly known as Mitt Romney. I have wonderful, coiffed, beautiful hair. I drink milk and I'm very wholesome. And I wouldn't engage in social media malarkey like the Orange Spray-Tanned Menace. I'm a good Republican. Like Max Boot and Bill Kristol and Jeb Bush, honorable, good men, human beings of the utmost moral fiber would vote for me.
Shireen Bernard, thank you. Dog-faced pony soldier. Biden is running for Hillary. Oh my God, it's just so good. He's taking one for the team. It's so fantastic. It's the centennial of the 19th Amendment. You think Biden's going to be there to celebrate? Suffragettes? Hey, man. Oh, it's not going to work out.
Who calling Buffalo?
If those on the left, especially close to Biden, care, they'd have him step down because he's pathetic and sad to see. Yes, but he has to fulfill his purpose. He must fulfill his purpose. Shireen, thank you. Bucolic Buffalo, he has to fulfill his purpose. Don Blue G.I. Joe has better hair.
I beg to differ, Don. Nobody has better hair than Mitt Romney and Pierre Delecto, which is me. My hair is perfectly coiffed with sculpting gel. Only the most expensive and wonderful sculpting gel. While other people use mousse and hairspray, I use only the best sculpting gel made of organic ingredients. In fact, let me just read you right now, sculpting gel here. Yes, that's right. I spent $22 for my bottle of sculpting gel for my hair. No, $24. This way I get that wonderful Mitt Romney look. That wholesome look. Bucco Buffalo, thank you. Shireen, thank you.
Let's see here. So, I mean, it's just a matter of time. You have, I mean, in March, Bernie Sanders, March 17th is pretty much the absolute end. He's not going to win Arizona. He's not going to win Florida. He won't win Illinois. He could possibly get close in Ohio. March 17th, Bernie is completely and utterly done. Then they're going to say Bernie should drop out. So, March 17th, they're going to say, please, Bernie Sanders, drop out. Please, Bernie. They won't even say please. They'll like, Bernie Sanders, drop out. So, and it's pretty brilliant of Madam Secretary. I mean, it is absolutely brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant of Madam Secretary. It is absolutely brilliant. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an interesting day. It's definitely been an interesting day. I don't know if I look at this. I don't know how much of it is. Well, the thing is rigged, and the actual rules. Costello, where's the champagne? I would be, drinking champagne all the time, but I don't know if it's YouTube policies. Costello, thank you. So who is Milton? Is that I have not looked at that. Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable how. It's pretty unbelievable. Just look at Bernie couldn't even endorse the pundits that endorse him. It's pretty unbelievable. Thank you. What did Bernie say about Florida? He Red Shield. He praised Fidel Castro's literacy program, I think. Cat Anderson, and one more to the Moo count. Thank you. Cat Pap and Bob, thank you. William Sawyer. William, Trump is ripping on Bloomberg, losing so badly. Bloomberg actually did his job. He's there. He spent a whole lot of money. He got 17% in California, which I don't know why. I think just the fact that Bloomberg got 21% in Colorado and 15% in Texas. So Bloomberg got 17% in Utah. So, I mean, he did his job in terms of just simply taking delegates away. The whole thing is rigged. Look, when you have Bloomberg running just momentarily and Mayor Pete and Klobuchar dropping out right before Super Tuesday, I mean, the thing's pretty much rigged. I mean, you pretty much know what's going on, you know. Oh, yes, Madam Secretary is running. Today she disparaged Bernie Sanders and said that he has to follow the rules. Like, why would she be interested in Bernie following the rules? I thought she wasn't running. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you so very much. 546 people. God bless everyone here. Thank you very much. To my super chat, thank you so much. Shireen, thank you very, very much. And everyone, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Hillary Clinton is going to be the nominee. It is working out exactly the way that I've stated. Almost exactly. Almost exactly. And they're never going to let Bernie Sanders win. March 17th, they're going to tell him to drop out after March 17th, because if you look at what's going on March 17th, it's game over. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. To my super chat, thank you. And what can I tell you? It's when Madam Secretary saves the Democratic Party because people realize Biden cannot even come close to Trump, it's going to be a sight to behold, and I will have made the biggest political prediction of all time. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so very much. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel. It's my other channel, almost 15,000 subs. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel. Thank you so very much. Have a great evening, everyone.